Welcome to the Auditor of State Uniform Accounting Network screencast for creating and maintaining appropriation accounts in UAN. In this screencast, we will cover how to add, activate, deactivate, remove, and display appropriation accounts. To navigate to the Appropriation Accounts maintenance area, select the Accounting module, the Maintenance menu option, and then the Appropriation Accounts function. The Appropriation Accounts area will open to the right, listing all active appropriation accounts in UAN. The actions available in this area are Add, Activate, Deactivate, Remove, and Display. The Close button just closes the Appropriation Accounts maintenance area. To begin, simply click the Add button. A blank Add Appropriation Account form will open, displaying two sections and two buttons. They are the Fund section, the Objects Data Entry Grid, the Save button, and the Close button. As usual, required fields are in green, optional fields are in white, and read-only fields are the same color as the background. First, you must select the fund number of the fund that you want associated with the appropriation account. Click on the Fund drop-down menu or type in part or all of the required fund number for UAN to offer a list of suggested funds. Next, select the number of the program for this appropriation account if necessary. Click on the Program drop-down menu or type in part or all of the required program number for UAN to offer a list of suggested programs. Next, verify that the cost center number is appropriate for the selected fund. If necessary, select a new cost center from the drop-down menu. Your cost center options, if any, will depend on your system setup for UAN. Cost centers are optional. They allow you to add an additional level of detail to your account codes. Note that the Chart of Accounts details all funds available to your local government. The Chart of Accounts is available in the Appendices section of the UAN Accounting Manual. Next, select the checkboxes next to the object numbers you wish to add. If you wish to use all available numbers, click the checkbox in the upper left-hand part of the Object's Data Entry Grid. You must select at least one checkbox. Note that the Chart of Accounts details all funds available to your local government. The Chart of Accounts is available in the Appendices section of the UAN Accounting Manual. Review your work. If everything is accurate, click the Save button. If you click the Close button without saving your work, UAN will prompt you with a message asking if you want to save the selected appropriation accounts. Click Yes to save the accounts, No to close the form without saving, or Cancel to continue working. If you save an appropriation account, UAN will post a message in the lower left-hand part of the form stating how many items it has saved, and clear the data entry grid to allow you to enter more appropriation accounts. Repeat these steps as needed, beginning from selecting the fund number. Click the Close button after saving your work to close the Add Appropriation Account form. To reactivate inactive accounts, select the items of interest in the Appropriation Accounts area and then click the Activate button. You may need to set the status filter in the upper left-hand part of the Appropriation Accounts area to All or Inactive to see inactive accounts. UAN will switch these appropriation accounts statuses from inactive to active and post a note in the lower left-hand part of the Appropriation Accounts area stating how many appropriation accounts it has activated. The activated accounts will no longer appear in the inactive filter. To deactivate active accounts, select the items of interest in the Appropriation Accounts area and then click the Deactivate button. You may need to set the status filter in the upper left-hand part of the Appropriation Accounts area to All or Active to see the active accounts. UAN will switch these appropriation account statuses from active to inactive and post a note in the lower left-hand part of the appropriation accounts area stating how many accounts it has deactivated. The inactive accounts will no longer appear in the active filter. To remove accounts, select the Status Filter drop-down menu and set it to Removable. Select the desired appropriation accounts and then click the Remove button. UAN will prompt you asking if you really mean to remove the accounts. Click OK to remove the accounts or Cancel to avoid removing the accounts. If you click OK, UAN will remove any appropriation accounts from the appropriation accounts area if those accounts are eligible to be removed. UAN will post a note in the lower left-hand part of the appropriation accounts area stating how many accounts it has removed. The accounts will no longer appear in the removable filter. Any accounts that have been budgeted in the current processing year or used on a current year payment are not eligible to be removed and will not be shown by the removable filter. Those accounts cannot be removed until the following year. See the UAN Accounting Manual for details. To display appropriation accounts, click on the checkboxes to the left of the items you want to look at, and click the Display button. The Display Appropriation Account form will appear showing the first of the accounts you selected for display. If you selected multiple items to display, you may scroll between them using the navigation arrows at the bottom left of the form. Click the Close button when you are finished viewing the appropriation accounts. The key points you will want to remember for managing appropriation accounts are: 1. You cannot have accounts without the associated funds, and you cannot have budgets without the associated accounts. 2. If you cannot find an account, change the status filter in the appropriation accounts area and check again. And 3. You cannot remove appropriation accounts that have been budgeted in the current processing year or used on a current year payment. Those accounts cannot be removed until the following year. Thank you for using this screencast on the maintenance of appropriation accounts in UAN. For further information, you may contact the UAN support line at 800-833-8261 or by email at uan_support@auditor.state.oh.us.